So how we can also feel a sense of pleasure and fun while the outer world is in a chaos, finding that goodness in the otherwise seeming negative world. So we will have a beautiful journey today, and for this our guide is who has traveled all the way from Delhi, from the cold Delhi. She has come to the warm Hyderabad. So let us give her a very hearty welcome, welcoming Sister Varnika on stage, giving a brief intro. She has had a magnificent academic and professional career before she pivoted into this spiritual journey. I would say she is a trendsetter and a trailblazer. She seems a very calm and a very, personality, but she is a bold and courageous lady, a bold and courageous decision maker. She took up mechanical engineering, and she was the only female student in her batch. Hold it. And she aced it. She was the first lady topper of NIT Surat in mechanical engineering. And after 15 long years of her professional services in the oil industry, she then decided that her true calling was serving the humanity in raising the spiritual conscience of her fellow beings. So she decided to be a dedicated faculty at this spiritual university and has now been serving in Delhi, serving across the different professionals, and is a regular speaker sought after for the different corporate companies, and specializes in behavioral training for leaders, because we know change happens when it trickles from the top, right? So she is specializing in that, and today she will lead us on a journey how to choose calmness when the world seems to be in a chaos. So over to you, Sister Varnika. Thank you.
Om Shanti. Good morning. Is the morning good? Yes, I can see that from the smiles on all faces. We are all comfortable in English? Is Hindi also comfortable? In between? No? Absolutely not? How many of you absolutely not Hindi? Then I'll take it completely in English. Okay, fine. Full English is fine for everyone here? Hindi also sometimes? Okay, so I'll give a shot to each. Little, okay? Yeah. English. No, it will not be English. It will be pure English and some fun adding elements in Hindi if we all can associate with it. Fine. So we are here to go on a journey from chaos to calmness. So first, let me ask you, who all are with me here? Who all are here with me to go on this journey? Everyone? Okay. Anyone who's not with me here? No hands up? I'm sure everyone had raised it in the first question, otherwise I'll have to ask the third option also, yeah? So if everyone is here, I want all of you to get engaged in this session, because this is not a lecture. This is a journey, this is a discussion, and we all will be participating. Are you with me? Yes, fine. So when we say we have to choose calmness over chaos, there is a choice coming here. How many of us surrender ourselves saying that, oh, in this chaotic situation, what can we do? Happens? Happens? Yes. So the first word itself says choosing. That means we have the power. How will we have that power and how to exercise that power? We'll see it eventually as the session proceeds. But when I say choosing calmness over chaos, that means we are already in chaos. Yeah? So, unless and until we understand what that chaos is, from where is it originating, and where does it go and percolate? Unless and until we understand that science of chaos, we cannot find the solution in calmness. Yeah? Although the solution lies in calmness, we cannot do anything of that chaos. We'll see that in the session. But let us first understand where and what that chaos is. So, where is chaos? I just want 30 seconds of yours. Reflect your life. Just see. Where is chaos in your life? How many of you say there is zero chaos in my life? Raise your hands. Zero chaos. No one? So that means there are some areas of chaos in your life. Just reflect on those. What are those situations? Where is chaos in your life? Just see. Seen everyone? Want more time? No? Done? Okay. We all very well know where the chaos is. So it was not that difficult. Anyone felt difficulty identifying? No. Can you name a few? Anyone would like to share? Yes. Okay. Very nice. And where is that chaos? About situations. So where do you find yourself overthinking? In office, at home? In office? In office, okay. Deadlines are make yourself chaotic, yes. Personal life. Thinking about it. Okay. 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 Yeah. Chaos is caused by others. Yes. Otherwise, we are very calm. That's true. Yeah. How good it would have been if we could control others. Yeah. Very good. Unfortunately, not possible. And yes. Yes, relationships and expectations from me. Yeah. That's creating chaos. Yeah. Pleasing everyone lands us nowhere. Yes. Situation based chaos. Yes. Bias that I have from others is creating unnecessary chaos within me. Yes. Health based chaos. Yes. Expectations. Okay. Oh, yeah, you are the problem. Yes. It's very easy to tell. You are the problem. Ah, generation gap. Oh. Always want. More and more. Yes. Social media is a chaos. Beautiful answer. Can you elaborate on that? Comparison, yes. Social media, what do we say? That is a... Yeah. Oh. No problem. No problem. Come, madam, please come and sit with your son. He is so lovingly calling you. So, Where is the chaos? We feel it is everywhere around us. Now, for an example, I am standing here. If there is Dara Singh standing in front of me, we all know Dara Singh? Who was he? Hanuman, that's fine, but he's a wrestler. Fine? Now there's a wrestler standing in front of me and he's ready to fight me. Will I be under chaos or not? Yes, because I don't have that much of strength. But if there's a small boy ready to fight with me, what will I do? I'll just keep smiling, come, hit me. I'm more stronger than you, right? So where is the chaos? In Dara Singh, in the boy? In me. In my strength. So where is actually the chaos? Chaos only happens within. We got the first answer right. The first answer that brother shared, that chaos happens within me. The situations are only a trigger. Situations are only a trigger. If I feel my strength is not enough for that situation outside, chaos happens. Can I do anything of the outer situations? Can I tell them, please don't come to me, I have a little less strength? No. Can I tell my boss, please don't give me more work? That much is creating enough chaos? Unfortunately not. When we cannot control others and other situations, we are only left with the option of doing something within us. When we are left for doing something within us, our all focus should be us. So first, let us understand what happens inside, and only then we'll be able to cure it. Whenever you go to a doctor, the first thing that he does is what? Nowadays? Oh, he doesn't give prescription on the first day. Diagnosis. He writes you a list of tests. First do these tests, then come to me, then I'll give you the medicine. Right? So first we need to check what's going on inside and what's the root of it. So what is the type of chaos? When we are, these are the states of chaos. All these ultimately make us chaotic. A state of confusion. You are given something, you are unable to comprehend. You are unable to understand what do we do now. That's a state of confusion. For children, choosing their career path makes them chaotic. They're not able to decide what to do, what not to do. Similarly, when we are in office, confusion makes us indecisive. Fear of failure, losing, fear of facing people. Fear of facing people. We might be right, we might be confident, we just have fear. We're not able to perform. Hurry. How many of us have? We all have tight timelines? Yes? So we need to hurry all the time? Yes? And hurry makes us burst. We all know that. In the time of tight timelines, we have to be more cautious. And a mind which goes into the cycle of hurry will never be able to concentrate. The mind completely switches off. Low confidence is also an example of chaos. So all these mental states are implying that you are already in chaos. And chaos is not outside, it is there inside. So why does that chaos happens? Why does that chaos happen? We'll see some of the factors that we do sometimes in our daily life. Then we'll go step by step inner, to the inner journey. First, why chaos is? So the first one, we'll see it in a while, is inability to manage our resources. What all resources do we have? Time. That's the greatest resource that we have. What do we do with time? Okay, before that, how many of us have time? Nobody has. Oh, you have time. Oh, it's very, very, very good smile. Sir is giving, oh, we have time. We have time for social media, okay. And we have time for family. We have time for profession. We have time for leisure, sleeping, okay. Then we have time for social activities, exercise. Where are we? I have time for my profession. Me time? No time. When I say, give 1 hour to yourself daily, oh sister, you don't realize we are so busy. Yeah. And then they'll tell us the entire schedule. How many of you will be happier to have 26 hours? That will be sufficient. Will not be. Yes. Yes. If I say 26 hours will be sufficient, I am telling you 24 hours are also sufficient. We are just not making out time. We are not prioritizing ourselves in that time schedule. We just say time bachega to karenge. And there will be never a date जब आपके पास टाइम बचेगा. You need to prioritize. Prioritize what? Yourself. Prioritize yourself. We are the ones who's doing everything. When I say this is my life, I am at the topmost priority. We're doing everything for ourselves, right? And if I am at the last of the list, then that's not solving the purpose. So when I say I have to manage my resources, the first resource is time. We need to see what needs to be fit in my schedule and how much time am I supposed to give it. If I am allocated 15 minutes to socializing, be it through media, be it through whatever means, and if I give more time to it, I know how much time is required as per my job and as per my requirements. I'm not telling you to cut off from social media, not to cut off from socializing. But there has to be a time limit. When I break the barrier of one activity, the time barrier of one activity, the other activity gets impacted. As soon as the other activity gets impacted, what happens to my mind when I enter that activity? I've started that activity in a state of chaos. Yeah? When you get up in the morning, how many of us feel, if you just get up 15 minutes late, what happens? Entire schedule is gone, is it? Can I not make up those 15 minutes during the day? We can? Yes. We can make up those 15 minutes during the day. I save 2 minutes in each activity. I do everything with much more concentration. I can make up those 15 minutes. But as soon as I start my day with, oh, I am late. What is that expression? Oh, I am late. It gives a negative signal to the mind and chaos starts. So my day has begun with a chaotic situation. 15 minutes late traffic doubles. Yes. That I can agree. Yes. But in a traffic situation when we are already stuck, more traffic, yeah? Outside traffic we cannot do anything, at least we can control the inner traffic, right? The outside traffic, I cannot tell my car, oh please come up and fly. It'll still be moving on the 4 wheels. But at least this mind can be made light. Because we cannot actually do anything of the outside situation. If at all we can do anything, I can do something to not be late tomorrow. I'm already late today, I can do something for tomorrow, now. Or I can compensate those 15 minutes during the day, if I am in that state of mind. Second resource, energy, okay, yes. So it is thoughts. Our greatest resource is thoughts. When there are more number of people in a room, you were there, so many people outside, and as sister just introduced, anyone who would have just entered while you were doing the activity would be feeling there is something chaotic going on here because there were so many people speaking. So many people speaking at the same time, it makes a feeling that there is a chaos. Similarly, many thoughts speaking inside at the same time is chaos. And if I am unable to manage my own thoughts, no matter how calm the situation is outside, we will still be in a chaotic situation. For example, can you give me an example of this? Outside there is a lot of peace and calmness. Still my inner chattering doesn't stop. We are sitting in a temple. Happens? Trying to concentrate on the prayer which is going on. And what's actually going on inside? Some other thought. How could he speak to me like this today? Happens? Yes. So now that inner chattering which is not stopping is not allowing me to become calm even in a situation where the outside is very calm. Yeah? We all blame the situation. Outside there is chaos, that is why inside there is chaos. So when outside there is calmness, then inside also there should be calmness. Not happens the other way around. It's only working one way. Why? Because it is actually not dependent on the outside. So I have to manage my time. I have to manage my thoughts. Managing my thoughts means what do I have to think? When do I have to think? For how much duration do I have to think? When do I have to put my mind somewhere and when do I need to take it out? It should be under my control. This hand is under my control? Yeah? I ask you, everyone raise your hands. Everyone raise your hands. Please put them down. Yes. It's just a matter of second. Yes. And I say this is my hand, this is under my control. When I say this is my mind, it is not under my control. There I say, oh, it's so difficult to control my mind. Yeah? Because I have not practiced it. So, now what's the third resource? Very important resource. That we have, everyone has it in office and at home. That's the people. People, relationships you can say, or manpower that we say. Yeah? That's also a resource that you have. How many of us have the habit of doing the unnecessary yourself when you can have it distributed? Yes. Yes. And ultimately we land up in chaos because everything ends up on us. So we also need to manage the work with respect to people. We have a team, delegation, that's called delegation in corporate world. Now that delegation is just not in office. That is also applicable at home. People who are housewives, delegation happens or not? Yes. Unfortunately, people who do not delegate, be it at home or be it in office, they land up being in a chaotic situation themselves. We should distribute some things to kids. We have seen the mothers doing it very, very tactfully, yeah? We tell children, jao ye karke aao. Yeah? And children are happy to learn and do it, contribute. So, managing people, we should have the art of managing people. How? Okay, what is the way when we can ask them to do something for us? What is the way? If someone asks us to do a favor, are we willing to do it? If we get something in return, okay. Return or advance? Return or advance? Anything? Advance would be better? So I'll give you a trick here. Give it in advance. That's better. And what is required the most today? Do you need money? To be very frank. for doing some favor to someone? No. What do you expect? Gratitude. Pleasant? Satisfaction, happiness. That's all that we need to share among people. Give them a little love. Give them a little respect. Not the fake one. When I say love, it is the purest feeling. When I say respect, that should come from the heart. And when we give these in advance, not in return, when we give them in advance, then we are able to manage our resource, which is people, the manpower. A person who's perfectly handling time, energy, that's thoughts, people. Money obviously is there to manage. If you do not manage your money, ultimately it will lead you to chaos. If you are spending without checking, then no one can really help. That's you that have to manage, and I think we are perfectly good in that. We are all doing it perfectly. So managing time, resources, that is people and our thoughts, these three, if we are able to do it perfectly, 70% of the chaos of your life, the external factors also will go away. Now the second factor which brings chaos is inability to cope with change. We are all from the IT sector. That's the fastest changing area, segment of this industry, out of all the industries, right? And if we are rigid in what? In our mindset, in our way of working, in accepting people, in accepting situations, then we would land up in chaos. So what do we need to make ourselves? Flexible. Yes, upgrading is also important. That's on the technical side. But people who are very, very good in technical side can sometimes really fail when changes come. Example, there is a very, very delicate tendril and there's a very, very strong tree. When the storm comes, which one breaks? The tree breaks. The tendril, it just shakes here and there with the wind, enjoys the wind, and then after the wind is gone, it's again the same. So we need to have a balance of flexibility and firmness. It's a balance of flexibility and firmness. Sometimes we need to be strong as a tree, but we need to be flexible as a tendril as well. Next is fear of the future. How many of us have this? Always. There's always a sword hanging on the head. Yeah, on the neck. It's sitting right here. Yeah, fear of the future. Okay. If the worry that we are doing, okay. So I say one word is uncertainty. Is the future uncertain? Yes. The future is uncertain. Can we do anything of that uncertainty? Is it going to remain uncertain? Yes. So we are well aware of it. It is uncertain and it will remain uncertain. What is the present? Is it uncertain or it is in my hands? It is in my hands. Now when I create a fear of that uncertainty, I do not have the fear of future, I have the fear of uncertainty of the future. Right? Now when I create the fear, where does that fear live? That fear lives in future or lives in present? Present. Now, I've got that energy of uncertainty in my present by creating fear. Are you getting that? Yes. So, uncertainty is there in the future and it will remain. But I have now created a false image of that uncertainty and I call that fear and I welcome it in my present. Now that uncertainty is living in the present. I've got that uncertainty today. And now I'm supposed to perform. What will happen to my performance? It will increase or it will decrease? Decrease. Then whatever uncertainty I was thinking of, is it more chances of happening the negative way or less chances of happening the negative way? More chances now because I've got that here. Yes.
For example, we don't have fear for future. Maybe something is going to happen. So at the same time, we will not become ourselves be ready, right?
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Very good, very good, very good. We'll see that. We'll see that. We'll see that. So I'll come to this point. Yeah. So that uncertainty, which was supposed to happen in the future, I was supposed to give my 100%, and even then that uncertainty was there. Yeah. Now because I've got it in the present, I've not given my 100%. I've given, for example, 80%. My performance became 80% because of that some percentage of fear. Now the uncertainty means something positive, something negative. The chances of negative increases. For example, it happens. Then what will we say? See, I told you before. Yeah? See, I told you before this would happen. Who has made it happen? We ourselves. By thinking about it again and again. So, I need to be strong enough not to allow the past and the future disturb my present. Disturb my present. My present is the area of my working. How many of us sometimes when we are working at our workstation, and if someone comes to us just for doing some leisure chatting, how many of us sometimes say, oh, I don't have time right now, you can come later? Yeah, we do that. Oh, let me concentrate on my work, I'm doing something very important. We do that? Yes. Tell this to the fear when it comes to you. Oh, I'm doing very important something right now, please come later. I'll see you when I come in the future. Yeah? When I meet you in the future, if at all, then I'll see you. Yeah? Let me presently do what I'm doing. That way, but let me tell you, that needs a lot of inner strength. And for that, we are all here, sitting here. Yeah? So fear of the future is actually not worrying us, it is our own created false image of something negative that will happen in the future is what worrying us. We need to stop our mind from creating that negative image in the present. That's clear? Next is over expectation from self and others. We are all not 100% perfect. Yes? Is there anyone in this world who's 100% perfect? The one standing on the stage is 100% perfect? No. No one is. We all have limitations. Is my limitation equal to your limitation? No. Can I judge you as per my scale? A bigger no, please? No. Are we doing it already? Yes, we are doing it. We are judging others on the scale of our own selves. And that is why I keep asking others, इतनी simple सी चीज भी समझ नहीं आती है. Could you get it? Little Hindi. That's fine. Yeah. Why are you not able to do something that everyone else is able to do? I need to understand what is the limitation of the other person, and if there is one limitation of the other person, there is one quality which is above everyone else. That is a balance that every person has. What I need to identify is, instead of focusing on their limitations and our limitations, I need to focus on my strengths and their strengths. If you enter a dark room, do you need to do anything for the darkness? You need to work on the light, not the darkness. Can you say, okay, I've removed 100 units of darkness now? No, just bring in a ray of light. We need to enhance strengths. We need to focus on strengths. Limitation will automatically go away. When we overburden our own selves and the others, we make targets huge and we do not land up achieving them, and then we land up in chaos. So as a person in office or at home, please make achievable targets. Now, if I don't make a target which is higher, how will I increase my horizon? Yes, you need to make higher targets, but that higher also has to be a limit, right? So I need to make realistic targets, I need to have realistic expectations, and then every enhancement is step by step. Last, inability to create a balance. Balance in what? Everything? Work-life balance. Oh yes, I was expecting this. That's the first thing that we get in our mind when we use the word balance. When I say work-life balance, what happens? When I'm sitting in office, I'm thinking of something to be done at home. When I'm at home, I'm thinking something about office. That's the worst scenario that can happen. Yeah, the balance is almost gone, fully gone. In office, you're thinking about home. At home, you're thinking about office. Neither will you be justify the office work, nor you will be doing justice to the people at your home. So, creating a balance means, if I actually tell you, when the only way of keeping a work-life balance is being in the present again. When you are in the present, you will be putting your 100% energy there, and you will automatically create a balance. Leave the anxiety there itself before exiting that place. What has happened has happened. What we need to carry is only learnings. I don't say leave the entire thing, ho gaya, I have to be. So there are two words, carefree and careless. We have to be carefree, not careless. When I say I'm carefree, I take only the learnings and move on the forward journey. Even if you have to share that situation at home, share it from the angle of teaching your children not to make that mistake in the future, which you made. So, all that chaos ultimately, what happens? Stress. That's the favorite word, yeah? Now you felt some belongingness. Oh, now this is something very touchy to the heart. Huh? So, how many of us have stress? Oh, sister, is that a question also? Yeah? Relevant in our lives? We all have stress? Part of life. Oh, wow. Stress was a word which only existed in our physics textbook. Right? Today, when we say the word stress, how many of us actually remember the physics textbook? No one. Huh? Different meaning. The meaning has changed now. The context has changed. Now, as soon as I say stress, you say, oh, there's a lot of stress in life. Yeah? No one even remembers there is a word called stress in the physics textbook. That was the first thing that we learned when we were small. So now when that stress has come to our lives, what do we do about it? What was the formula of stress? Anyone remembers? I hope you remember. Force per unit area. Right. So when I say it is force per unit area, there is a similar equation, and the solution lies in the equation to combat that stress. So as stress is equal to force per unit area, the stress of life is force of the situation upon coping ability. Now, coming on to the mathematical equation, when the force increases, stress increases. When the area increases, stress decreases. Now, coming on to this formula, there is a lot of stress in my life. Yes or no? Oh, I heard a no here. Wonderful. Okay, so if the answer is yes, then when the force of situation increases, now keep relating it to your life. When the force of situation increases, your stress levels increase. Happens? Boss has come in front of us and he's shouting at its highest pitch. The stress keeps on increasing. Children are not listening to you. The stresses are increasing. Yeah? So the force of situation increases, stress inside increases. is there a way to decrease that stress? Okay, now, can I do anything of the situation outside? No. Can I control that numerator here? I cannot do anything of the numerator. Can I do something of the denominator then? That's the only option left. Yes. So, the force of situation increases, my coping ability increases. That's an opportunity. If I am able to achieve this, the stress in life will be zero, no matter what the situation is. I'm again not saying we have to run away from the situations. We cannot. No matter what the situation is, my stress will be zero. Now, so we come here. Little bit of stress is important. Yes. How many of us say yes? Yes, yes, yes. More hands. I know there are more yeses in the mind. The hands are not getting up. Yes, we need a little bit of stress. Why do we need a little bit of stress? Should be highs and lows in life. Very nice, very nice. तभी तो mountain का रास्ता अच्छा लगता है. Going up the hill. Yes. Yes. Sorry? To improve the coping ability will be increased by the force of situation, not the stress. More the force of situation, more will be my coping ability. I can still make the stress zero. To maintain uniformity, yes? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so there are methods to increase your coping ability even before the situation has arrived. Yeah. In COVID, what did we do? The injections came much afterwards. Precautions. So that is the art. You cannot say, no, ek baar virus aa jayega, then I'll take precautions. Yeah, true? And what did we really do to fight the virus? Could we fight the virus? We can only avoid it. We can just make sure it does not affect us. I'm sure every one of us had come in the contact of that virus, but some of them got infected. Some of them got infected, not everyone. Who did not get infected? Higher immunity, there's the word. So if we increase our immunity, the virus will not affect. Similarly, if I increase my coping ability, the force of situation will not affect. It's not the other way around. The force of situation will not increase my coping ability. Yes, it will test it, but not increase. The methods of increasing is what we are all here for. So is little bit of stress important? Yes. For what? For our own good, okay? For achieving targets? Anyone? I was expecting that answer to come in the first place. My performance is much more. It improves. Very nice. Okay. Because of stress. Because of stress, we perform better. That's the biggest myth of this era. In stress, okay, stress is of two types. I'm not going into physics, I'm coming into life. In physics, we all have that kind of bifurcation, longitudinal stress and whatever, yeah. So, in life, stress has two words. One is depression and one is tension. Yeah, tension, इसको हम कहते हैं खिंचाव, तनाव, and depression, दबाव. Depression and tension. When you are in a state of depression or tension, will your performance increase? No. Your mind is not in the original state. If it is not in the original state, your performance will not increase. When we go to a doctor with a disease, do we ask him, Doctor, please cure 95% of the disease. I need 5%. Do we say that? No. What do we tell to the doctor? Please cure it 100%. It should not relapse. We are not just asking the doctor to cure it this time. We are also making it sure it should not come back to us in future. But when it comes to mental disease, is stress a disease? Yes, no. Disease is nothing but dis-ease. Are you at ease when you are in stress? How many of us say, "Oh, I really love when I am in stress. I really like it"? No. Stress is a dis-ease. You have to cure it completely. Why is there this picture shown here? Blast anytime. We all have played with crackers during Diwali? Yes. So there was this red color bomb that we used to light. Yeah. Why does the bomb blast? Because of the fire? The spark? Some trigger point? Yes. So how many of us say the bomb blasts because of the spark? No hands up. Oh, you know now the sister is going to confuse us. Thinking. Okay, I put the same bomb. There is a very, very small spark that blasts it, right? If I put that entire bomb in a bucket of water and then I throw it in a very big fire, will it blast? No. A small spark was enough to make that cracker blast. Entire fire cannot blast it. Why? Yes, because of the material inside has been deactivated now. So in the first place, why was the cracker blasting? Because the inner material was always in an activated mode. It just needs a spark to blast. Are we all small bombs sitting over here? Yes, big bombs, not small ones. See, whatever stress is happening, the people who are making us stressed, the situations which are coming to us are only that small sparks, they are only triggers. The stress which is happening inside is not because of the situations outside, it is because of the material that is there inside, which is always in the activated form. If I am able to pour water daily inside and daily deactivated that material, no amount of fire will land me up in stress. Are we ready to practice that? Are we ready to experiment it? Yes. The word meditation is nothing but daily putting yourself in that bucket of, now here that water is calmness and peace. So if you daily practice it, and let me tell you, it has to be practiced daily. If you take out that bomb from the bucket of water, keep it in sun, again it's ready to blast. Yeah. So you have to pour that water daily. So stress, please remove that myth from your lives that stress is important. Yes. 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 Okay. Yes. Okay. No. No. Unfortunately, if the cracker burns once, that is gone. It will not burn again. This one is a live cracker. Again, we are able to produce that material inside us.
But the person is feeling empathy or sympathy towards wherever he blasted the situation, right?
Yes.
So he will be guilty. Obviously, he will become
Yes, so that is why meditation is important, so that you do not enter a cycle of blasting and guilt and blasting and guilt. We have gone into that cycle, and because blasting makes our energy lower, guilt further reduces it, and we are just on the downward graph. Yes, yes. So there is a cycle, somewhere it has to break. Either I have to work on my stress. Now, first day I thought, okay, I will not blast now on. Yeah. Still I did it. At least do not move into guilt. Have the courage to apologize, to accept. What happens is, we blast and even then we do not apologize. Even then we keep justifying why that blast was important. That is the problem, that we end up in that cycle. So somewhere or the other we have to break. If we are able to break it at the blasting level, break it there. If we are not, at least break it on the guilt cycle, so that we do not continue that. So who's responsible for my stress? Not everyone is saying that. Who's responsible for my stress? Myself. If it is my stress, I need to look into it. So the B says, be responsible. There can be n number of stimuluses, there can be n number of triggers, but the reason is not outside. The reason is within me. There is a very, very nice this equation. Do you have a problem? Keep answering. Yes. How many of us say no? Anyone? No one. Okay. If there is no problem, then don't worry. If there is a problem, then? Okay. So do you have the solution? Yes or no? No solution. If you have a solution, don't worry. If you don't have a solution, then? Is there any use worrying? There is no solution of anything. Obviously no. Then why worry? Yeah? So worry doesn't solve anything in our life. Worry is solution to nothing. If you have the solution, if you can make a solution out of it, please work on that. There is no use worrying. Now coming on to what is calmness. We have seen enough of chaos, and we have ultimately landed up at a point where we understand all the chaos, all the stresses are there because of something which is there inside. So now I need to work inside. Now when I say calmness, visualize yourself as if you are very calm. How is your, so what are the characteristics of that state? A calm me. Not still in the sense of not speaking anything? Thoughts. Yes. What else? Not thinking much. Okay. Peaceful. So we come here, it is a state of mental stability first. Calmness means mental stability. Sometimes we may not speak, but there can be a lot of chaos inside. So calmness means mental stability. Mental stability means the mind is peaceful and powerful. Peace is the greatest power of mind. The more it is at peace, the less number of thoughts. Less number of thoughts means lesser quantity and higher quality. Thoughts which are less are more powerful. The number of thoughts increase, the power of them decrease. If the number of thoughts cross a certain limit, that's called depression. Psychiatrists and psychologists test the state of person's mind by number of thoughts he is having per minute. If it's huge, then people say that person is under depression, not able to control thoughts. So first, calmness means mental stability. Second, that mental stability will reflect in behavior. Very nice. Behavior stability. A person who's mentally stable will never shout at anyone, no matter what. So mental stability will reflect in behavioral stability, and behavioral stability will be respectful and helpful. Even if we are telling the other one his mistake, we can very well do it by being respectful to him. Yes? Do everyone, what do I say? Everyone deserves respect? No? People who do mistakes again and again don't deserve respect? They do deserve respect. We are no one, at least if they do or do not, but at least we are not anyone to judge whether they deserve or not. Every human being, irrespective of whatever he is doing, deserves respect. That is the eternal property of that soul that is there inside. So, our behavior has to be respectful and helpful. If someone has fallen, what do? We try to get him up. If someone has made a mistake, what do? We stamp on them and say, you further move down? No. We make them stand up, then there is ample opportunity to make them realize. Yeah? In offices, when things go bad, we are first asking who did this. Instead of asking first who did this, what happened, first question should be, okay, it has happened, now what do we do? First, clear the things around, solve the problem. After that, do a very, very nice team meeting and then do the post-mortem, who did and what happened and how can we avoid it next time. The time that you have given while thinking about the situation and working on it has given that person enough space to reflect his mistake. Half the job is already done. The moment we first tell them their mistake is where we make that person go more lower, yeah? So behavioral stability, then the result is mental stability leads to wiser decisions and behavioral stability leads to better relations. A mind who is clear and stable will take wiser decisions. When we go near a pond, the surface of the water is very calm. Can we see our face clearly? Yes. We can see things very clearly. We can see our reflection. We can even see if the water is clear. We can even see what's there inside in the depths of it. But if the surface is ups and downs, we neither can see ourselves nor can we see the depth of the water. Similarly, when there is a chaotic situation, we can neither take any decisions for ourselves nor we can see clearly the depth of the situation. So, we have understood what calmness is. What's the next step? Next step is how to attain it. So, the first step to the calmness, first step always starts with me. Yes, it starts with me. So, first of all, remove the misconception that stress increases efficiency. So, if I am not supposed to take tension, what am I supposed to do so that I am able to meet targets also? Enjoy. Oh wow. So, I enjoy in office and I will be able to meet targets. Hopefully. Enjoy the process. Yes. Learn from it. Involve yourself. So, I'll just tell you two alphabets that you add in front of tension, A and T. Yes. So, just convert that tension into attention. If you are at 100% attention all the time, you will not be required to take tension sometimes. We say tension is sometimes important. That sometimes comes because we sometimes lose our attention. If we do not lose our attention sometimes, we are not required to take tension sometimes. How do we be at attention all the time? Living in the moment, focusing on who I am. Meditation practices give you a lot of daily practices of always being attentive to our own selves, irrespective of what is there outside. In fact, If the situation outside is much more strong, you need to have much more attention inside. We sometimes say, situation outside was so strong, I lost my attention. That is the time when you need it the most. So, stress does not increase efficiency, tension does not increase efficiency. What increases efficiency is attention. And please stop telling children. We have now percolated our attention to children. If the child is not studying before exam, what do we ask him? Don't you have a little bit of tension? Tomorrow is your exam. Yeah? We have taught them, if you want to perform in exam, please take some tension. Yeah? So that is the misconception that they are growing with. We have to stop that cycle now. Yeah? Second, realize that chaos is only harming us. It is not increasing our efficiency. It does not improve the situation in any way. Because chaos is not outside. Chaos is inside. If chaos is inside, it is only harming us. It is not improving the situation. Being calm in situations is very much possible. Sometimes people tell us, sister, the situation was such. How can anyone be calm at that point in time? Yeah? It is very much possible. There is the strength, right? If the situation is very easy and you are calm, then what is the big deal? Right? Last, someone is shouting at me and I am smiling. Is it my weakness? No, it does not depict weakness. If the person is speaking to me in a higher tone, I'll speak to him in a much higher tone. That is how I show my strength. Yeah? Misconception. Myth. If I put a hammer on glass, it breaks. I put the same force on iron, it is unaffected. Which one is stronger? Iron, because it is unaffected. A person is shouting at me, I am unaffected. That means I am stronger. So calmness is not weakness, calmness is strength. Second step, deal with the self. Identify the real fear. There are some situations that we may not see coming to us. We might overlook them. We need to analyze properly. I think the brother's question, that if we do not have the fear of future, yeah, so the fear is not supposed to happen. What do we need to do? We need to sit and plan ahead. While planning, we need to give some time to the future. I'm not saying do not think about the future. We can only align our present and activities towards if we do proper planning of the future. So we need to plan the future. We need to see where I want to go. What am I required to do in the present to achieve what I want to achieve in the future? And accordingly align your work. See what things you lack to achieve, whatever you want to. And we need to work on those in the present. So identify your real fear. Work on it to overcome it, to plug it. Motivate yourself, never compare. We see others, it's good, but what should we see in others? Their qualities, their strengths, and try to imbibe them in us. Motivate yourself. If they can do, why can't I do it? Yeah, that's the way how you should motivate yourself. Let me tell you, there is no one who's going to come and motivate you. At least from my experience, I'm telling this to you. When I joined mechanical engineering in NIT Surat, in college, there was not a single girl in the batch. My own professor, while I was filling the form, I got electrical in the beginning, and then I was slided into mechanical after the first semester. The sliding happens. So when I was filling the form, the professor sitting was from the mechanical discipline, and he told me, "Beta, mechanical mat lena." And I asked him, "Why, sir? You are the single girl in a batch, how will you study? Because in college we do group study. There's no one in the hostel. How will you study? And mechanical branch is the first one to bunk the classes." So you don't even get the opportunity to learn it from the teachers. You have to do self-study. And I told, no, I'm interested, I'll do it. That was not a barrier. Again he told me, I'm telling you, beta, don't take mechanical. Now what is the problem, sir? Your height is too short. Now that is. Yeah. How will you work on machines? That was a real problem because I cannot do anything of my height. I called up my father, who also happens to be a 1978 batch gold medalist in mechanical discipline. I asked him, Papa, is there anything to do with height? He told, yes. Strength is important, yes. So he told, yes, there would be machines, but if you want to, you will be able to do it. That was just one line that he told me, if you want to do it, you will be able to do it. And I told, okay, I have to do it. Rest, 1-2 years in college, the classmates and the teachers, some of them were there to motivate, majority were to demotivate. So your motivation is in your hands, you can keep it alive. Do not compare yourself to anyone else because you might be the first person doing it. Yes, you need to have that faith. You need to have a lot of inner strength for that. And let me tell you, meditation gives a lot of it. When I was in second year college, I got introduced to Brahma Kumaris, and that was the happiest time when I started my journey, which has helped me a lot in academics, in my health, in my profession, in every field. Then we have to let go and let be. We have to let go some things in life. It has happened, that's fine. Very important for IT professionals. Please read it out yourself. Ban nighttime worrying. Nighttime is meant for our sleep. It is meant for our health rejuvenation. Our body does a lot of work when we are asleep. When we sleep, our mind, our immune system immediately activates and does all the repairing work. And the moment we are worrying in the night time, it's all gone. And then we say after getting up in the morning, oh, I'm still feeling tired. Yeah? So ban nighttime worrying. Be patient with yourself. You are not going to change in one day. It will take time. Dealing with others and situations, although we cannot, but there are a few steps that you can. Organize, plan ahead. If anything happens, it is all for the best. Everything will not happen our way. Some things which might seem very big today will be very small tomorrow. Very small tomorrow. A person, a child who has failed in 10th standard exam feels his world is finished. There are many people who failed in exams and are big businessmen now. Yes? Life does not end at any point in time. Check, am I controlling others? Am I trying to control? I cannot control. Then, last. Yes. Sorry? So give, forgive, and forget. That's the mantra that makes us happy all the time. So, for doing all this, what do we have to do? If we have to be calm inside, we have to practice. For practicing, we first need to know who we are, and then how do we recharge ourselves. Recharging process is meditation. All this we'll see in the later part of the session. Presently, we'll have a very small break. Any questions up till now? No? No questions means? Understood everything or understood nothing? Yeah. So didn't understood anything is the option? No, understood everything? Okay. Yes, brother. Yes. On meditation, yes. Okay. Yes. Now what can we do? Yes. Yes. Yeah, right now, yes. Unfortunately, when we are not able to bring mind to peace, see, there are two things. One is hardware and one is software. Yeah, brain is the hardware and mind is the software. When we cannot do anything of the software, we stop the hardware. At least it will not percolate in the body. The addictions, drugs, medicines, what they do is they cut off your signals of the body and the mind. They loosen that connection. That connection, the mind is still under stress, but you will not feel it. Yes? Temporary, that's not even a temporary solution, let me tell you, that's harming you much more. That's a damage that you're doing. You're just escaping for a moment. Yes. So, switching off the hardware is of no help. We have to work on the software. Yeah. So, we'll take a small break here and then we'll be back at 15 minutes. It's a 15 minutes break. We'll be all back at 11:35.